So through trial and tribulation, with grit and determination, you've acquired a massive, high-value, high-damage, fusible item. In this case, the blue-maned Lionel Saber Horn, adding 33 damage to your weapon. So you pop it on your weapon and you start going to town, and it's like, wow, this is awesome. And then
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
And you know that you've only got a few more blows to enjoy this magnificent creation before you have to go kill another Lionel and so on and get another one, and that's really sad. And why is weapon durability? Well, fear not, because today, my fellow Hylians, I am going to share with you how to have essentially infinite weapon durability on your best, most high damaging and favorite weapons. So how is that exactly gonna happen? Well, I'm glad you asked, because you're watching a video to answer that question, so it'd be weird if you were here without that question. Anyway, head to Ulri Mountain Skyview Tower, as it's the closest Skyview Tower to our destination. This one requires a little bit of work to unlock. You just have to shoot down an arrow kudo for its control panel that it stole. Launch up, and we're going to head towards this marker here, the town in the middle of the lake that you might well remember from Breath of the Wild. You want to probably go past it to get Rasitakiwak Shrine, which is an incredible shrine name, by the way, Rasitakiwak, and then we have the closest teleport to it, though it's arguably just as good as the tower. In any case, glide on into Tarrey Town, and we want to talk to a lovely, friendly Goron by the name of Pelison.
Break it down, son and dawn.
And he is going to offer us a very important service that we can abuse for all of our weapons, dreams, and needs. What he will do for a nominal fee of 20 rupees is remove the fused part on your weapon from the weapon, and instead of destroying it like if you try to do it yourself, it will be salvaged. So using this spear as an example, they come apart, give me a sturdy long stick and a Lizalfos horn. Cool, I can then put that Lizalfos horn onto another weapon, which meant if I only had one Lizalfos horn, I could just use it forever by every time my weapon is about to break, coming here, separating it off, and then putting it on something else. Now that might sound like, okay, I get what you're saying, you can just infinitely use with this NPC for 20 rupees your best, most powerful fuse monstery parts. Okay, I'm with you. But there is more to it than that. And that is, as I put the Lionel part onto my newly acquired sturdy stick, the thing that you want to use as the base weapon. Because we are endlessly using the fused additional part for the damage, because we're using big, hard to acquire potent ones, because we're not worried about losing them, the base weapon can be more tuned towards durability and ease of acquiring. And what is perfect for that? Well, the big, thick sticks, and similar that you can easily find about the place because all of the basic enemies drop them, you can get them from knocking down trees, and it's really effortlessly easy to just have a surplus supply of them. These have low damage, they're just sticks, but what they have is a bonus property that makes them have really huge durability. So essentially, as we tear through a load of enemies until we get that sad, dreaded warning of it's almost time for it to break, we can come back to this guy, pop off, in this case again, the Lionel part. And yes, in case you're wondering, the base weapon still retains its durability status even after uncoupling from the fuse part, so it is kind of done for you once you do this separation, so just kind of... and then get back to what we're about, which is getting one of your now many sturdy sticks and whacking this on again and creating a new really powerful weapon, and then we can just keep it going. So I will just use all my sticks, all my good monster bits, put them together and have an inventory full of incredibly potent arsenal that I can use to my desire and have to not worry about losing it and then being reduced in power, because what I then have to fuse is worse than what I've used here. I will use each of these weapons until they start glowing red, almost broken, and then I will make a trip back here, pay this guy 5 times to uncouple them all, use 5 fresh sturdy sticks in various shapes and sizes to then refuse, and off we go again. And it really is a lovely way to operate that kind of circumvents the whole cycling through a million weapons with durability. But you might be asking then, okay, that's all well and good, but it does cost 20 rupees a time and I'm not swimming in them. Well, 2 points to that. Firstly, you would totally pay 20 rupees for a plus 37 damage fuse part if you could just buy them infinitely from a vendor. You would, so the price is fine. But the second thing then is there is already on the channel right now a rupee farming guide that will get you 5 to 10,000 rupees an hour, which kind of makes the rupee cost prohibitive part of this completely null and void, not a factor, if you go and follow that and then have more rupees than you'll know what to do with. It really is a lovely 1-2 to keep your preferred powerful weaponry essentially with you the entire game. All you need is 4 or 5 or so powerful fuse parts and then an endless supply of sticks, which is the easiest thing to have, and then with various trips back here you can just do it. You want to do one of the temples? Cool. Go use your 10 powerful weapons, make sure you swap before any of them fully breaks. You've beaten the temple, head back here, get him to unfuse all 10 of them, and then put them on 10 new sticks, and then just kind of suit up like that for each major thing that you do. Obviously, you don't have to do it for literally everything all of the time, but for any major dungeon or a boss or difficult part of the game, you want to always have your strongest stuff, and this means that you always will have your strongest stuff without ever having to farm new strongest stuff, which can be both annoying, time-consuming, and even difficult. So yeah, I hope this little tip has indeed helped you, and I think more than anything for me, when I discovered this, was cool. I no longer feel worried about using my high damage fuse attack power bits because I can get them back. I don't want to waste them on random enemies, but it also feels like a waste to not use them. Oh, that classic RPG thing where you have 10,000 health potions at the end of the game because you never know when you might need it. So now you can have your cake and, of course, eat it too. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.